Hey, good evening and welcome to Dr. Tracy. In today's show, we'll learn all about resocialization. For all you who are not sociologically savvy, resocialization is the process of learning new norms, values, beliefs, and behaviors, and abandoning their old ones. On today's show, we'll have two guests come to speak about their old behaviors and values and how they adapted to learning new ones in Alpena. Our first guest, welcome.
Thank you.
Could you explain who you are for everyone already?
Oh, hello everybody. I'm Karina Hipkins, and I come from a little town of Everett, Michigan. Population is as small as Alpena's graduating class, about 2,000. Very small town. We have one stoplight in town, a lot of country farmers. Basically, it's out in the middle of nowhere.
So how would you explain how kids do activities are different from here than they are from where you're from?
Well, basically it's a city life. Here, a lot of people go to the movies, go bowling, go to the mall. In Everett, there's no mall, there's no movie theater, so basically all we do is we go out and go quadding. A lot of guys do mud runs with their old trucks, and basically just quad out in the back.
Is religion an important part of your community back where you're from versus, I know here it's important to people, and everyone mostly has a religion and they're constantly going to church. Is that the same way down?
No, back home there's like 2 churches, and the majority of who I hang out with and who I know, they go to church like every once in a great while. It's not a big thing where everybody's going to one church every weekend.
So in your community, are people close-knit together, like your friends are, or family is really, really important factor?
Yeah, back home, family is a huge factor. Since we are from a small community, everybody knows everybody. Whatever you do, hopefully you don't want everybody to know, because everybody will. Everybody knows everybody.
Do you feel it's the same here, as in everyone's so close to their families and everyone participates with their...
Here, I don't think it's as big because there's so many people. Back where I graduated with 70 people, so I knew everybody. I knew everybody's family, everything. And here, I don't think it's the same because they graduated with 2,000. So it's a lot different with how they interact with each other.
Alpena is more of a retirement community, or there's a lot of old people coming to retire and a lot of people are moving away. Is it the same as in your community as it is there?
No, back home there's actually not a lot of elderly unless it's through families. A lot of people don't really come there to retire. It's more working class people that are in their mid-40s with families.
Do you feel back, now that you're here in Alpena, that you've acted any differently, or you've lost any of your values from back home, or is it just because it's way too short of a time period?
No, actually, I've noticed a few differences, especially in dressing. I know back home a lot of people wear boots and camouflage, and kind of outdoorsy stuff. In here, a lot of people don't. They wear the high heels and the dress-up clothes. So to fit in a little more, we definitely had to dress it up a little bit.
Welcome back to Dr. Tracy. Our next guest is Kelly. Kelly, could you please explain a little bit about your situation and how things went in Germany and all that?
I was an exchange student in Germany for the year with CBYX YMU. It was basically just a year abroad where I lived with a host family and went to school.
That's cool. What are the major differences between culture, the huge ones that people wouldn't think about that are huge?
The food's really different. It's very healthy. Everything is just major health fanatics, and they're all very economical, and they're all very, punctual. If you're late, that's death to you if you're slighted forever. So.
Would you say that kids act differently over there? Certain things they wait, our kids our age will go bowling or to the movies. Do kids over there our age do the same things?
My friends and me went to the movies a lot, but typically they just chill at each other's houses and drink a lot. That's very common, and a lot of them concentrate on school majorly. That's a big part of what they do, so a lot of times they don't have the luxury to go out and do things, or they play sports. So.
Is education different? Like we have K through 12, and then you pay for your college after that. Is education different in Germany than here?
Yeah, they go between kindergarten, and they go to a middle school, and then they get divided up after 4th grade in between 3 schools, and then it goes not to 12th grade, but to 13th grade, but they're starting to change.
So what are the changes you've had to make between coming back to Germany or going there, like your values or how you act or dress, speak?
Going there, I spoke a lot of English for the first couple months, but eventually I got to the point where I could just speak fluently German. My dress and change, all that stuff, like, I had to dress more proper, and, like, how I'm dressed right now, this is not acceptable for in Germany. They probably would stare at me, which they did a lot at the beginning before I bought all my German stuff. Coming back, I decided it changed my major, going instead of, I was going to go for in medical and stuff like that, but I changed it to linguistics, so language and cultures and stuff like that, so that had a big impact. I'm not really sure what else.
Is religion different from here? I know religion's like important to me, well to me it is anyway, and to some people, but is it like a big factor in Germany?
My host family that I lived with wasn't very religious. Some people there, they take it very seriously. My host's grandma and grandpa were extremely, they went to church every Sunday. You didn't say the Lord's name in vain or anything like that. But my views, I can't really judge on that too much.
The drinking age is way lower, so it's a different norm, but is there like, is it more like a lackadaisical, like, free-spirited way of taking on things with drinking or like crime?
Drinking there is a lot different than here. They don't drink to get drunk and stuff like that. They just do it to chill, and like at every event that you go to, like I went to a band practice, and halfway through band practice they whip out the beers, and I'm like, this is crazy. It was just, some of it was a bit weird, but it's just accepted there, and the kids, I don't know if it's the age difference, they just know that there are limits and not to go over, and they take it seriously, and they're very respectful to the rules and stuff like that. So.
What was the biggest change you had to overcome? Going there or even coming back, if something was?
Probably adapting to they don't take no nonsense, they just say what they mean kind of thing. Americans are they sugarcoat things. They just straight up say, wow, you look really dumb today. They don't care, so probably that, trying to not take everything such to heart. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kelly. It's nice to see you on the show.
Thanks.
From the day we were born to the day we leave this earth, society shapes us. In any shape and form, society is a very important factor in everyday life, as we have just seen with our guests. It was very much, and thank you for both of our guests being on the show today, and I'll wait to see you next week on Dr. Tracy.